Dan the Wheelman here, and I'm here at Willow Springs Raceway, just outside of Lancaster, California, and with me today is this. This is the 2022 Porsche Cayman GT4 RS. RS means a lot in the Porsche world. The fastest 911s have always had that designation. It basically means race car for the road, and with this aero, these wheels, all of this carbon fiber, and the 4.0 liter flat six engine underneath the rear hood, or whatever you want to call it, of this Cayman GT4 RS, it is most definitely a race car from the road. It is very, very little separating it from the cars you see on international circuits all over the place all the time. It's a beautiful day out here. We've got a beautiful track and an awesome looking car. So let's have some fun. So here we are at the wheel now of the 2022 Porsche Cayman GT4 RS. That's 493 horsepower and 331 pound-feet of torque, which is a lot for a car that really doesn't weigh all that much. 3.4 0 to 60 time, 315 kilometers an hour top speed, thereabouts. We're not going to be getting to that here, but we'll be able to test the acceleration for sure. I've got Alcantara suede on the wheel. I've got the shift lever here with Alcantara suede as well that looks like a manual transmission, but isn't, because this is available only with a 7-speed PDK dual clutch transmission with paddle shifters, of course. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We're here at the Willow Springs street track, but we're going to reverse some nice tight turns, some long sweepers, and some quick straights as well. So really good to feel. One thing you're going to want to do is really listen. I hope you can hear me because I've got my mask on, and this car is a loud car, which is fantastic. The air box for the engine is right here. There's nothing between it and me. No glass. See? Nothing. The bar here though, we don't get these bars in North America, but there's no glass here. So this is wide open behind me, and you're going to hear it. So hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Hopefully you can hear me over it as well. Little Vice. This is the Visoc package of the Cayman, which means I've got carbon fiber additions on the spoiler, on the exposed carbon fiber on the hood cover or the front cover, exposed carbon fiber wing, mirror covers, and I've got the magnesium wheel option on here as well that saves something like 23 pounds altogether over the standard alloy wheels that the GT4 RS comes with. So this is the full load. This is basically a race car for the road. The engine is shared with a race car. Some of the transmission components, the suspension components are all shared with the Club Sport race car, and the engine with that 4 liter 6-cylinder engine, naturally aspirated. You see that engine in various forms on Le Mans circuits, various racing circuits throughout the world. So there is a lot going on here in this new GT4 race car with license plates, essentially. And here we go. Listen, just hear it, just bellowing away, and the turn-in is unbelievable. It's almost telepathic. I know that's cliched, but when you turn this thing in, oh boy, does it ever go. You can just hear it. We're going to let it fall out a little bit here. This is a tough uphill sweeper. Pull it back around. You really feel the G's there. There's so much grip. These are Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. You can also get Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tires, which add even more grip than these do, and they are developed in partnership between Michelin and Porsche, so they're developed specifically for this vehicle, so it just grips and grips and grips for days. Almost impossible to unstick them. Not unbelievable. And I've actually driven a version with the magnesium wheels and with the standard aluminum wheel, and you can actually feel a difference. That unsprung weight that you save with the switch to magnesium, you can really tell. So in the movie Rush, the character or the actor that plays Nicky Lauda asks, are you using magnesium parts to lighten your race car? And there's a good reason why he asked that. And it's super adjustable too. You can adjust the wing with the tool, you can adjust parts of the front clip with the tool, you can even adjust the caster and camber if you want for race applications. This is a race car. This is a race car. Just when you think you're gonna lose grip, you don't. Just when you think you're gonna overpower those big 295 section rear tires, you don't. You can't even hear them. They're so sticky. There's no squeal. You can hear that engine though. That you can definitely hear. And that's all before we even talk about the braking. You can option ceramic brakes on this that saves weight, adds a ton of stopping power, and they are real binders, these things. Incredibly powerful. But less so than the power of the braking is how balanced the vehicle stays, or the Porsche Cayman stays when you brake. There's very little squiggle from the rear end, very little dive, and that's good because when you're braking, the weight goes forward, you lose traction on the rear. So you keep the weight more centralized, you get more grip that way. And we've talked about how good that grip really is here, and that's even without the top spec tires. Unbelievable stuff. Just perfect balance, and that's a heavy braking zone there. It's like you don't even need a seatbelt, but you do. For all these reasons, it's a kind of car that just gives you so much confidence the more you drive it. You just know it can handle almost anything. Go at it, which lets you relax a little more at the wheel, focus on your lines, your turn in, all of that kind of stuff, because this car with that mid-engine configuration is so balanced, it's so confidence inspiring. Heavy brake. Oh, there we go. Bum. Wow. Turn in, precise. Instant front end response. Rear end following suit. Oh boy. Feel the keys. helmet covers a lot of the noise, but not now. Now I'm hearing absolutely everything. It is so loud in here. Oh my God, you feel open air behind you. It's like you have a window open. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Every little pebble and you know, piece of tire flopping off the rear subframe or slapping off the rear subframe, you can hear it. And of course that airbox and that motor just churning away behind you. Oh man, you can't beat a naturally aspirated engine noise. You really can't. No turbos here. I tip you. What a car. What a car. I loved the Spider when I drove it, the Boxster Spider, which is essentially the drop top version of the GT4 Cayman, not the GT4 RS, but anyway. And I declared it one of the best cars I've ever driven, one of the purest and so on, and insert superlative here. But this one here is unbelievable for a different reason. Just it's the track bias here and its absolute sheer performance and accessibility of performance is hands down unlike anything you can get at this price level, about 160 grand, by the way, out there. What a vehicle. Oh man. Thank you for tuning into this quick review of the Cayman GT4S. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. If not, thanks for tuning in anyway. And follow me on Twitter at Dan the Wheelman and on Instagram at Dan the Wheelman as well. And thanks for tuning in. Bye now.